This is for peer assignment 4, and what peer assignment 4 has is the same as exercise 313 in the book. We want to write a program that sums a series of numbers entered by the user. The program should prompt the user for how many numbers and then prompt them for each number in turn. When all the numbers are entered, it should print out the sum. So I've already opened idle, and I will do a file, new file. Okay, and we'll do our commentary. I'm going to add one thing here. So I'm going to do the 3 single quotes, and then I'm going to do peer assignment 4. But I'm going to add another thing. I'm going to talk about the steps. This is really useful when you have to do multiple steps and you need to keep track of what it is you're going to do. It always helps to write them out. So I am going to do the first step, which is to get a sentence from the user. Okay. Oh, actually, that's a different one. Sorry. So we should get the number of values to be entered from the user. Okay, and then 2, we need to prompt the user for each number. And then we need to total the numbers. And then we need to print the total. So there's only 4 steps, but the 4 steps just to keep track of what we have to do from the beginning. And again, I will do my name and the date. So today is the 24th. Okay, and then I will close the 3 quotes. Okay, so then we'll start def main. Having trouble typing. You guys aren't the only ones that have trouble typing sometime. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do, let's just do a quick statement about what this program does. This program will total values entered by the user. Okay, that may not be real eloquent, but that's what we're going to go with. And then I'm going to say input. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's just say in equals eval input. How many values do you want to enter? All right. So I will question mark quote quote. And actually, I will give it a space or 2 before the end quote so that it has some room there. Okay, and then we are going to, how do you do this? You need to loop, right? So I am going to say for I in range n, right? The number of values that we get. So we're going to loop that many times. And I am going to put the prompt for the numbers here. So I am going to say so I'm going to say value. Actually, I'm going to do a couple of things. First, I'm going to say value. Maybe not value. What do we want to call it? Just call it num equals eval input enter a number. And we'll do a colon, space, and 2. One thing I'm going to do is I am going to, if I can find my mouse, before I start this, I'm going to create a number I'm going to call it total. And I'm going to say that it equals 0. It's important to assign a value for that. And the total I'm going to use down here. I'm going to say total plus equals num. And what plus equal means, it's exactly the same as saying num equals num plus num. Is the same as total equals num plus num. Okay, so that's exactly the same thing. It's just a more compressed way of saying that. Okay, so that's actually our whole loop. We're just getting the numbers for the number that the thing is entered, and then we're getting the total. Then outside of the loop, we want to print your total is, and then we'll just do a comma and say total. Okay, and then we'll come down and again go all the way over to the margin and do main. So let's see if this works. First I have to save it, so I'm going to do File, Save As. I am going to go to Documents. So I just want to go, let's just go finding my documents, Python programs, and I will call this Peer Exercise 4, and it'll be Peer Exercise 4 Pi. So I'm going to save that, and then we'll try to run it. Run module. So let's say I want to enter 4 values. So it asks me to enter a number. I'll do 33. It asks me to enter a number again, so I'll do 45. It asks me to do a number again, so I'll say 6. And then it asks me to do a number again, so it'll do it for the number of times we said above. And I'll say 23. And then it tells me my total is 107. Okay, so that is Peer Exercise 4. And I'm going to stop that.